the battlefield stretched toward the horizon in every direction, save the keep at my back. 3 days. We had held them off. 3 days we had fought and died here. But we'd held the lines. Again and again, I'd rallied human and fairy, had refused to let the Loyalists break through. Even when they hammered our vulnerable right flank with fresh troops on the second day. I'd used my power until it was nothing but smoke in my veins, and then I'd used my Illyrian training until swinging my shield and sword was all I knew, all I could manage against the hordes. A half-shredded Illyrian wing jutted from a cluster of High Fae corpses, as if it had taken all 6 of them to bring the warrior down, as if he'd taken them all out with him. My heartbeat pounded through my battered body as I hauled away the piled corpses. Reinforcements had arrived at dawn on the 3rd and final day, sent by my father after my plea for aid. I had been too lost in battle rage to note who they were beyond an Illyrian unit, especially when so many had been wielding siphons. But in the hours since they'd saved our asses and turned the tide of the battle, I hadn't spotted either of my brothers amongst the living. Did not know if Cassian or Azriel had even fought on the plain. The latter was unlikely, as my father kept him close for spying, but Cassian could have been reassigned. I wouldn't have put it past my father to shift Cassian to a unit most likely to be slaughtered, as this one had been, barely half limping off the battlefield earlier. My aching, bloodied fingers dug into dented armor and clammy, stiff flesh as I heaved away the last of the High Fae corpses piled atop the fallen Illyrian soldier. The dark hair, the golden-brown skin, the same as Cassian's. But it was not Cassian's death-gray face that gaped at the sky. My breath whooshed from me, my lungs still raw from roaring, my lips dry and chapped. I needed water, badly, but nearby another set of Illyrian wings poked up from the piled dead. I stumbled and lurched toward it, letting my mind drift someplace dark and quiet while I righted the twisted neck to peer at the face beneath the simple helm. Not him. I picked my way through the corpses to another Illyrian, then another, and another. Some I knew, some I didn't. Still, the killing field stretched onward under the sky, mile after mile, a kingdom of the rotting dead. And still, I looked. Part 1. Princess of Carrion. Chapter 1. Feyre. The painting was a lie. A bright, pretty lie, bursting with pale pink blooms and fat beams of sunshine. I'd begun it yesterday, an idle study of the rose garden lurking beyond the open windows of the studio. Through the tangle of thorns and satiny leaves, the brighter green of the hills rolled away into the distance. Incessant, unrelenting spring. If I'd painted this glimpse into the court the way my gut had urged me, it would have been flesh-shredding thorns, flowers that choked off the sunlight for any plant smaller than them, and rolling hills stained red. But each brushstroke on the wide canvas was calculated. Each dab and swirl of blending colors meant to portray not just idyllic spring, but a sunny disposition as well. Not too happy, but gladly, finally healing from horrors I carefully divulged. I supposed that in the past weeks, I'd crafted my demeanor as intricately as one of these paintings. I supposed that if I had also chosen to show myself as I truly wished, I would have been adorned with flesh-shredding talons and hands that choked the life out of those now in my company. I would have left the gilded halls stained red. But not yet. Not yet, I told myself with every brushstroke, with every move I'd made these weeks. Swift revenge helped no one, and nothing but my own roiling rage. Even if every time I spoke to them,